We are live here in New York City for the Heisman Trophy ceremony. So Julian Sayin here is a finalist for the Heisman after a tremendous regular season. Ohio State ultimately falling in the Big Ten championship game, but there's still more football ahead. And we got to talk to Julian Sayin earlier today, and I asked him what being a Buckeye means to him, why he chose Ohio State, and he talked about the tradition that Ohio State has. He talked about the people that were in the building. He also mentioned the culture that Ohio State has is really strong and it's hard to find. He said he's really glad that he made his decision to come to Ohio State. And then he also mentioned Coach Day. He's a great mentor. He's an elite quarterbacks coach. He said how he's helped him grow in his game has helped him to get to where he is today. And that's here in the Big Apple as a Heisman Trophy finalist. And also, we're talking to him a little bit, some more lighthearted questions. And he's talking about Marcus Mariota in his press conference earlier this week, that he looked up to him as a fan growing up. And when Oregon was in the national championship, actually against Ohio State, ironically, Marcus Mariota wins that Heisman Trophy. So that's one of his early memories of watching the Heisman Trophy ceremony. And then he was talking about which players are the best of all time. He was asked, to do a quick bracket there, and it was Reggie Bush and Cam Newton and Tim Tebow and Johnny Manziel, all these different names. And he said, being from San Diego, Reggie Bush is his GOAT for college football. And so we're talking about Reggie Bush, we're talking about Marcus Mariota. And we said, Julian, what does it mean for you to grow up watching those guys, see them hoist a Heisman Trophy, and now you get to be here in New York City with a chance to do the same on Saturday? And he talked about a lot of his teammates and how this is a team award. This is not just an individual accomplishment for him. It's something that he has great teammates like Jeremiah Smith and Carnell Tate. He also has an elite quarterbacks coach in Ryan Day, and he mentioned Billy Fessler and how in those quarterback meetings, it's really important for him to stay even keeled. He had stressed to him a lot, and we know he's been Jay Cool all season long. Julian Sayin has been extremely calm, cool, and collected in a lot of moments, in big moments, on the road, at home. He has handled everything with great poise, and he points that back to Coach Day and to Coach Fessler. Also to Coach Hartline, coaching up the wide receivers so well, being a great offensive coordinator. But for Julian, this moment for him, he said it's really special. It's cool to take it all in and to be here with the other guys. They had dinner or lunch earlier today, rather. They're going to have a dinner later this evening. So it was great to hang out with those guys, get to know them, especially Fernando Mendoza after the Big Ten championship game. But you can see it in his eyes. Julian Sayin is an elite competitor, and he knows that there's an opportunity ahead for Ohio State in the college football playoff. We know what happened in the Big Ten championship game. Indiana beats Ohio State 13-10. Julian Sayin praised the defense in that game, and he was asked about Fernando Mendoza's performance, what it was like dueling him head to head on the field, and he said, our offense wasn't able to get it done. Indiana's was, even though it was a 13-10 game, both defenses played well. Indiana's offense made the plays, but for Julian, he knows we have to continue to prepare. We have more football ahead, and he said we like the matchups that we have in the college football playoff, not because of the teams that they're playing, but because they know what they have in the building in the Woody Hayes Athletic Center in Columbus, Ohio. So if you're an Ohio State fan, those are encouraging words to hear. Julian Sayin is representing the university extremely well, and we're looking forward to a great full weekend of festivities here in New York City. I am Blake Biscardi with the Silver Bulletin, live in New York City, and we will see you next time on the 2-Minute Drill.